We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Into the air right away is Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Allen. And Cook has it left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, that'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This defense for the Dolphins very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Seven, our score after 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Herbert. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Allen now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Take it in at the 3.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's Allen.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 39.
The kick by Bass is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Herbert. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One more time with Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. On first down, Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now receiver in motion left. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
back to the running game with Mostert.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Allen. Shakir hauls it in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Allen.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Here's Allen.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Allen.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome's in doubt for much of this game.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms